Hello friends, it's Wes with Baron Heating, Baron Green Team YouTube and baronheating.com. Check out our solar page if you're local. Hey, you know me, I don't get super excited about things, but this one was a little crazy. It's a little nuts. Like, I know I said that about the other stuff, but this was something design-wise that I was so stoked about because, you know, this system is, of course, has an element of zoning, but what it was that we incorporated the ductless and then things got crazy. And so what we have is a house that had you'll see the furnace in there. So it just had a gas furnace. These guys wanted to add AC, but the upstairs is hot. And of course, none of these houses have zoning because they're crazy. Let's stop on there for a second. If you were building a house and you walked in and you turned the faucet on and every single faucet in the house came on, that would be a lawsuit. I mean, like, you would never accept that. Lights, same thing. But every single day people build houses with one thermostat, heat every single room in their house, and it's crazy. I don't know why people do that. Cost, of course, because they gotta have the granite countertops while they cook in their upstairs bedrooms. But in this case, what we ended up doing is we took the lower floor ducting and put it on a 2-ton gas modulating furnace and Daikin fit over here. That's a 2-ton unit. It's the smallest 2-ton unit that exists right now. You'd probably have to go back 30 years to an R22 7-seer or something crazy to get, you know, about the same cubic volume. And then this over here is is this a 4MXL? No, 5MXL, or 5MXS, sorry. So this is a 5MXS. 4MXL is the same size, but this is a 5MXS. You know, it's got 5 ports. We're only using 3 on it, but that is a 4-ton unit that is currently on and running, and so is the fit. And so then what happened is we started talking about putting a head in this shop man area, and then we started putting about a head in the theater, what will be a theater in there. And then I went, oh, what if we took a run off of this, and instead of zoning this, and like you saw some of the other videos where we have bypass and stuff because that was necessary, what if I came off of this and went upstairs and then ducted the upstairs with a concealed ducted unit and do it with equipment, so it's so much better and so much more powerful, and without confusing the equipment and, you know, having to deal with bypass and zone valves and everything. So that's what we did. It's pretty amazing. A shout out to every time you do a system like this, or any system actually, if it's done right, is that you have the sales design process, my harebrained ideas that I come up with. All that you see here is not my work. It is the work of my awesome installation friends and family, and especially someone who doesn't get enough credit. I call him the Jack Cobra, but his name is Jacoby, and he is the one who takes my insanity and makes it into a plan that is doable. So this is the 5MXL, so thanks, Jacoby. This is the 5MXL, and it's a little beefy. It's a big unit, same as a 4MXL, which is, I keep saying 5MXL, 5MXS, 4MXL. They're the same unit basically, but with 4 or 5 ports. But big 4-ton daddy, just what you'd expect from Daikin. 2-ton. Oh my gosh, I need some coffee. Actually, I probably don't need coffee. So the 2-ton unit. Now this is a trick of the camera. It's moving a lot faster than that. It's actually on at a good speed, but that's just showing it look like that. But that's what that sounds like. This is AC, and that's heat pump. You'll notice that this one has no feet because it doesn't drain water because it's not a heat pump. This one has feet because the water needs to come out the bottom. Do not let anybody install a heat pump, ductless heat pump in your house without feet under it. It should not look like that. If it's a heat pump, it should look like that. Okay, so real quick, here's one of the heads. I think this is a 15. And so there's that. We were able to come in Jason is master contractor, so we got the wall open, dropped the lines. We always try to run condensate gravity. He's cool with that. Pumps are the devil. Sometimes we have to do them, but you know how water is. So we'd rather drain it at gravity. So that was that one. And then I think if I pop through here, I'll show you the furnace real quick. And so in this case, here is the coil and gas furnace, electronic air cleaner, lots of low static. So the system purrs. Let's listen while this is on. Oh, so quiet and cooling fan wise, but that was part of it. And we rerouted the return. I'll show you that inside in a sec. And Remy Halo for the bugs in the house. Not real bugs, but you know, the microscopic kind. And then we put an 18 out here. So we're able to cool. This is gonna be the, you know, theater space, but that's where we ran the return. We changed it a little bit. You'll see why here in a sec. Perfect. I'm gonna try to walk through here without showing any of the inhabitants. But this is where the return used to be to here, but we want to raise that ceiling up. So we put it here and ran it back all in fabricated, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna put my mask on, so I'll be a little muffled, but let's go upstairs and I'll show you what the concealed looks like, because I get that a lot with questions. Here's the CTK04 for the downstairs. And let's go upstairs. Look at this. So upstairs, what we did is, instead of having a central return, we wanted this to work super good. So we have small filter grills in each room. So each room has its own jam. And then we have supply in the rest of it. So getting our supply air into the space. Now remember, this house already had supply in the attic. So what we did was we cleaned and sealed the entire duct system and then hopped ourselves onto that duct system with the concealed unit. And so, oh, there's the roof. So when you have a concealed unit in the attic, something that's really important is going to be water management. That's why you're going to see a drain pan with a wet switch, and that will essentially turn the system off. We angle it so that the water will drain down to the wet switch as soon as possible, and then that turns off the system if there's an issue in cooling. In heating, it doesn't generate any water, but in cooling it does. You may notice that this system would not fit through the hole I just went up through, but that's already been taken care of by the homeowner. If he ever has to get it back out of here, he'll cut another hole in the ceiling, but the access has been put back, so to speak. So that's what a concealed unit. Now this is a 24,000 BTU concealed that's running the entire upstairs, that's connected to the ductless instead of the ducted system, which is awesome. So trying to think of anything else. I think that's it. I just wanted to show that and give credit where credit's due. Stuff like this can't happen without geniuses on the back end working their magic, and customers who are willing to trust me with their houses. And in this case, we got a 5 out of 5 as far as comfort and control of the house, and it has been just the perfect solution for kind of a chopped up house. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.